Next problem, what we actually want to do is add two angles. So in this next one, we have 75 degrees, 15 minutes, added to 83 degrees and 32 minutes. Now, just like when we're always adding and subtracting, all we have to do is make sure that we're combining like terms, which means we're going to combine the minutes and the degrees, and we're going to work with the smallest units first and work our way up. So we'll start with the minutes. So we'll start by adding the 15 minutes and the 32 minutes, which will give us a total of 47 minutes. And then we can go ahead and add our degrees, which is the 75 degrees and the 83 degrees, to see what we get. And we get, let's see, 158 degrees. And that's it. So we're just combining like terms starting with the smallest to the largest. So if we had had seconds, we would have started with the seconds, then gone to the minutes, then gone to the degrees. The only thing we really have to worry about is that we never want to see any minutes or seconds that are bigger than 60, because then it needs to carry over to the next largest unit. But this is going to be our final answer for this one, 158 degrees and 47 minutes. Now, taking a look at B, let's take a look at, we've got 100 degrees and 25 minutes, and we're going to add 32 degrees and 55 minutes. So, let's see, taking a look at this one, we'll start out by adding again our smallest unit, which is the minutes. We'll take our 25 minutes and add the 55 minutes. Well, that is going to give us, if we add 25 and 55, we'll get 75. Actually, we'll get 0, add the 1, we'll get actually 80 minutes. Here's the problem, is we never want to write any minutes or seconds that are bigger than 60, because then we've actually gone past an entire minute. Remember that 60 minutes is equal to 1 degree. So what I'm going to do is take off 60 of those minutes and actually carry it over and add it so that it becomes a degree that's added in. And what that will do is now leave us with 20 minutes. So we don't have anything bigger than 60 minutes like we were saying, but now we need to add up all the degrees, including the one that we just carried over. So we've got 1 degree plus 100 plus 32 more is a total of 133 degrees. So our total when we add up all our angles is 133 degrees and 20 minutes. So what we did here is kind of the reverse of what we were doing before when we were subtracting. Instead of borrowing, we're actually going to carry something over. So that's kind of the idea with addition. With borrowing, with subtraction, you have to worry about borrowing. With addition, you have to worry about carrying things over when you're dealing with minutes and seconds. Let's take a look at another example. In this next one, we're going to take a look at starting out with a 90-degree angle, which is a right angle, and subtracting 17 degrees in 13 minutes. We've already done something like this, so this will be just a little bit of additional practice. So the problem is, right now, we've got a hidden 0 minutes here. So we can't subtract 13 from 0. We learned this a long time ago when you learn how to subtract. So what we need to do is we need to turn this 0 degree, or the 0 minutes, into something bigger. How we're going to do that is by borrowing a degree. Remember, a degree is equal to 60 minutes. So I can borrow a degree here. That'll turn this into 89 degrees. And the extra degree we're pulling off will turn into an extra 60 minutes. Now I can go ahead and subtract, because now my top number is bigger than the bottom number, so this is perfect. So I can start off by doing the 60 minutes minus the 13 minutes, which will give me, let's see, a total of 47 minutes. And then I can also still subtract my 89 degrees minus my 17 degrees, which will give me, let's see, 72 degrees. So my final answer here is 72 degrees and 47 minutes. Here's another example. Let's see, we've got 47 degrees, 23 minutes minus 73 degrees, 48 minutes. So let's see. Notice, first of all, a huge issue here is that we are taking a number and subtracting something bigger than it, which means that we're going to end up with something that is negative. So, but let's go ahead and see what we get here. So what we'll do is we've got our 47 degrees, 23 minutes minus our 73 degrees, 48 minutes, is we'll do what we used to do way back when we first learned how to subtract numbers. When you have that the larger number is the thing that you're subtracting, you know that your answer is going to be negative. And what you used to do when you were dealing with just normal numbers is you switch the order and just said, hey, I know my answer is going to be negative. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to reorder this one so that the bigger number's on top, the 73 degrees and 48 minutes, and we're still going to subtract, and we'll subtract the other one, the 47 degrees and 23 minutes, but we're gonna just go, in order to actually justify reordering it, we have to say that we know our answer is already going to be the same, just it's going to be negative. Then I can subtract normally. So then I can subtract my 48 minutes minus my 23 minutes, which will give me a total of 25 minutes. And then I also need to subtract, let's see, my 73 degrees minus my 47 degrees, which is a total of 26 degrees. But I do, again, know that my answer is going to be a negative angle because the bigger number was the one that we were subtracting. So I'm going to get the same answer, just a negative 26 degrees and 25 minutes. And that's going to be my final answer. Let's try another one. On this last one, we're going to again take 90 degrees minus an angle, but it's going to have degrees, minutes, and seconds. And again, we've done something like this before when we were talking about complementary angles, so let's do it again. 90 degrees, and we're going to subtract 36 degrees, 18 minutes, and 47 seconds. And again, just as a reminder, this means that there's a hidden 0 minutes and a hidden 0 seconds. So what we're going to do is start off by starting out with the biggest, which is the 90 degrees, and we're going to borrow. And we're going to bring it down to 89 degrees and take that one extra degree and turn it into 60 minutes. So now I'll take off that extra degree and it'll turn into 60 minutes. I still don't have enough seconds to subtract, so I need to do one more borrowing, is I need to take 1 minute and turn it into 60 seconds. So I'm going to knock down this 60 minutes down to 59. I'm just going to borrow 1, and that will give me another 60 seconds that I can tack on, and then I have big enough numbers that I can actually subtract. So now what I have is I have my 60 seconds that I took off. Remember that I borrowed, so that's gone. So I've got my 60 seconds minus my 47 seconds, which will give me a total of 13 seconds. And I also have, let's see, my 59 minutes minus my 18 minutes, which will, let's see, be 41 minutes. And then lastly, what do I have? I have 89 degrees minus my 36 degrees, which is going to be 53 degrees. So my final answer is 53 degrees, 41 minutes, and 13 seconds. In the next problems, we want to learn how to convert between regular angles and degrees in degrees, minutes, and seconds. In these next few examples, what we're going to look at is taking an angle that's in degrees, minutes, and possibly seconds and converting them just into